2020, a year unlike any other.
Our country has gone through so much.
Now, an election night that could change the direction of the nation.
In this strange time we're living in, people don't know what to expect.
Across Florida, voters brave a global pandemic.
I've never seen this much rallying around voting.
On the ballot, changes to Florida's Constitution.
This would have a dramatic effect on the citizen initiative process in Florida.
And the women and men hoping to represent you from Washington, D.C. to Tallahassee to City Hall.
It takes real leadership.
We need collaboration. We need real solutions.
Florida could decide the next leader of the United States and shift the balance of power in Washington.
If Florida goes blue, it's over.
We're going to win the state of Florida. We're going to win 4 more years.
Your voice has never meant more.
Whether you're Democrat, Republican, or independent, doesn't matter. You know, this is the most important election in our nation's history.
From WESH 2, this is a Commitment 2020 special. Election night in Florida.
Good evening and welcome to WESH 2's Commitment 2020 election night coverage. I'm Jim Payne.
And I'm Meredith McDonough. The polls have just closed here in Central Florida, and we are so glad that you're joining us for what is sure to be a busy and historic night.
And we have it covered from every angle from all across Central Florida and the nation tonight. Here in the studio, we're joined by Stuart Moore, Summer Knowles, and WESH 2 political reporter Greg Fox, who will provide analysis throughout the night.
We also have this expansive team spread out across Central Florida, as well as a newsroom full of journalists who are watching returns and getting us the latest details from all the key races. And there are several Election Day headlines that we want to start with. The first has to do with voter intimidation. Florida is one of 17 states where there are reports of robocalls aimed at discouraging people from voting. The FBI so far says they are aware of the reports, but offered no other information.
In Central Florida, at least 3 counties have had problems at voting precincts. Lake and Osceola counties each reported either computer or precinct issues that forced voters to cast their ballots elsewhere. We'll have live reports on these Election Day headlines throughout the next hour. A lot will be decided tonight and maybe in a few days. With the unprecedented and historic number of mail ballots being cast in this year's election, things could take longer to settle than other election years.
So we want to walk you through what to expect tonight as best we know. First, polls in Central Florida just closed at 7 p.m. If you know someone who was voting in person late today, as long as they were in line by 6:59, they will still be able to cast their ballot.
It's possible we could start seeing some returns coming into us in just a matter of minutes. By 7:30, we expect to see a robust amount of returns in all of the races on local ballots. Now, back to that standing in line vote that we just mentioned. It is happening. We're getting reports of long lines in Volusia County.
WESH 2's Chris Gardaro has been tracking day of voting and is live now in De Leon Springs. Chris.
With record numbers of vote-by-mail ballots pouring into elections offices in September, a lot of you may be wondering if the state can handle counting them, so we have most of the results tonight. WESH 2 political reporter Greg Fox is here to explain how the ballots will be tallied and how quickly. Greg?
And I want to say at this point that I believe that Florida should feel pretty confident that this system will work. The reason is because most of these ballots have been counted already, and the results uploaded to the Division of Elections in Tallahassee.
It's about that time when we start seeing results to roll in. We're seeing just a few. Here is how you can see real-time results for all races, no matter what we are talking about on TV.
At the bottom of your screen is our WESH 2 elections ticker. It has all the latest vote tallies as we get them. This will stay up all night during our coverage, even over commercial breaks. Still to come on our election night special, more on the Florida congressional race that could play a deciding role in a contested presidential election.
Plus a $15 minimum wage and how we make changes to the Florida Constitution are just a few of the items on the ballot for all Floridians. We'll get the latest on the amendments and returns when we come back. You're watching WESH 2's Election Night Special. Welcome back. We are continuing to closely monitor the race for president across the country and here in Florida. Let's start with the race for president. Donald Trump, Joe Biden. Here's where the results are right now. This is nationwide, 4% of the precincts reporting, and it's still a close one, 50 to 49. This could be a long night all across America.
And taking a look now at state Senate and here's a look at 80% reporting in Florida. Very close here. Joe Biden with 49.9%, Donald Trump with 49.3%. Now taking a look at state Senate District 9 race. This is Republican Jason Broder, Democrat Patricia Sigmund. This has been a very contentious and expensive race here, but still 0% reporting on the screen.
And State House District 29, Republican incumbent Scott Plakin, his challenger Democrat Tracy Kagan, and independent Juan Rodriguez, and unfortunately no results in yet from this Seminole County race.
Florida House District 44, this is candidates Bruno Portigliotti and Geraldine Thompson. Another big race that we're following tonight. This district here lies in western Orange County and includes Winter Garden, Windermere, all the way down to the attractions in Williamsburg. Still at this point, though, 0% reporting.
All right, let's bring in WESH 2 political analyst Greg Fox to talk about some of these results. Greg, let's start with the race for president in Florida. It looks like Joe Biden is running very strong in Central Florida.
Right. Earlier today, we talked about an aggregate of the 15 most recent polls, according to Real Clear Politics, and that showed it was going to be about a 0.9% to 1% advantage for Joe Biden heading into the closing of the polls tonight in Florida. And so right now, it's just too close to call, because when you talk about the margin of error, a 1% lead, it's being reflected in what we're seeing here right now. That may hold up. It may not hold up. It really depends on what happens when we get our results from the panhandle here in a little over 5 minutes.
All right, and we are just now getting word that we are calling House Congressional District 7 for Stephanie Murphy. Stephanie is the incumbent, has won 2 terms, going to win a 3rd term with 57% of the vote. Leo Valentin will come in 2nd, and William Garlington will come in 3rd. But Stephanie Murphy, as the incumbent, going to win her 3rd term moving forward.
And WESH 2's Commitment 2020 election night coverage continues throughout the night.
We are committed to bringing you the results as they come in. We're going to continue reporting live election results returns on Facebook Live and WESH.com until 9:30, so you can join us there. And we'll be back at 10 o'clock on CW18, and you can join us for a special 1-hour 11 o'clock newscast on WESH 2.
Have a great election night.